tell you ought to do it that way.
One of the things that we've covered a lot here is how outside groups, both affiliated with the Republican Party and in some cases organized by pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies and other people opposed to reform, how they've
pharmaceutical companies have supported reform.
Sure, but there are, in terms of corporate interests being sort of quietly funneled to outside organized groups, right? And especially these groups that don't disclose their funders, like Americans for Prosperity and others, who've organized against health reform. We've covered their tactics. I wonder what you think. What the state of the angry mob is if health reform passes. I feel like Democrats, the initial shock will have worn off about these tactics.
I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. The same thing that happened when the president sent troops to Afghanistan. 51% of the people didn't want him to send troops. When he did, 55% now support him. The big difference here is in the last 4 weeks, President Obama is back. He started with the Republican Senate. He has been leading this country for the last 4 weeks vigorously, standing up for what he believes in. I think it took a tremendous amount of guts on his part to go back and try this again. A lot of people in his White House staff said don't, and he did it. And he gets credit for that. What people want more than anything else is to see a really strong president. In the last 4 weeks, President Obama has been a really strong president. If they win this, there's a lot of reasons that we're going to win, I think. But the biggest is that he, in the last 4 weeks, has gotten out there and said, this is what we need to do. This is what the American people have to have. And I predict to you right now that if this thing passes, which I think it will by a narrow margin, 10 days from now, the polls are going to show the majority of people are supportive.
Governor Howard Dean, former governor of Vermont, former chairman of the Democratic National Committee. It's always great to have you here.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Okay, so today was a tough day for the C Street Adultery Club. Two prominent family values conservative politicians, one pleading no contest to ethics charges stemming from an investigation into his extramarital affair, the other refusing to say if he has received one of the many subpoenas that have just been delivered in the criminal investigation linked to his extramarital affair. It was Family Values hypocrite comeuppance Thursday today. Details in just a moment.